Hello, welcome to Copy with Mary channel. So, Teacher Mary channel today. So, today my topic will be dream. Okay, so we will wait for 3 to 5 minutes for more audience to join. Then we will start our today topic dream. My dream. So I will see you shortly in another 3 to 5 minutes. Please like and share to your friends and family. See you shortly. Okay, let's start. Welcome to Copy with Mary, Teacher Mary channel. So thank you so much for coming in. And now it's 9 p.m. and still MCO. Of course, can open. For me, it's still MCO. So today we were talking about the dream, my dream, and many of your dream. How can we actually achieve our dream, our aim, our vision, and even though our mission? Many of you all will be asking, example, can you let me know, do you ask yourself, when you come to this world, what's your purpose? If you are actually until now, today, you are still asking, what is my purpose? What's my purpose? And what is my purpose? And what's your dream? So maybe you can actually put in, maybe you are still figuring, I dream of this, my aim is this, but is that my purpose? Is that my purpose? So we will just go back and turn back many decades. Hi. How are you all? Are you all staying safe and are you all taking care of yourself? Did you actually went for vaccinated? I already vaccinated. So I can go out freely, but I'm still staying at home. So because I'm running an education center, an international school, and so on, we still can stay at home. And I understand that the livelihood that all of you, certain of you all need to go out and actually to do what is necessary to get what is necessary. So, okay, from very, very young, when I was very, very young, so because I'm year of piggy, right? In Chinese, you got zodiac and so on. I'm year of piggy. And my mom actually say that, okay, if you are year of piggy, you'll be lazy. So normally household work, she will actually ask my sister, my siblings, my brother, my sister to do all the household work. And I'm very, very blessed. Good evening, Angel. I'm very blessed that my mom told me that you are smart. So you see, sometimes if you got children and so on, please give blessing to your children. For example, when she said that I'm smart, so I feel that, okay, I'm smart, but I'm lazy. So eventually from there onwards, my education is okay, not fantastic, but I know that I'm smart. So please do not your ego, you're smart and so on. But my mom input that. Like example, or even though my dad never tell me that money is hard to earn. My dad never tell me that money is hard to earn. My dad never tell me that money is not from tree. Money is from tree. You think, like example, when I ask my dad money, my dad never asked me, you think money is grow from tree, is it? My dad never told me that. No? When the growing up stage, when I saw my dad, he's actually a politician, but then after that he actually from politician to a business person. And for him, from young, I saw the stages of how he grow his business, from nobody, from a Vespa motorbike. You just imagine around 40 plus years ago, where he normally go to Kuantan to do business, and there got a river. He need to wait at the river side for the boat to actually take him over to another side. And that moment is a trunk road. And now you can just go to Kuantan. You need 2 hours or 2.5 hours to go to Kuantan. Just imagine last time, around 40 plus years ago, he need to take minimum 6 to 8 hours or more than that to be there. You do not have any petrol station. You do not have a place to stay. And when he went through that stage, I didn't see, but he told me. But I saw him from nobody to somebody. And that moment, when he actually got his BMW and the whole Malaysia, that time 7 Series, yes. How many years ago? 30 plus years ago, when he bought he normally drive Mercedes, and he actually ordered a BMW 7 Series 30 plus years ago. And the whole Malaysia is only 3 cars that moment. It's one of the top 3 cars that he ordered. And I saw this journey from nobody to grow to somebody, and indirectly that moment 30 plus years ago that can consider as a multi-millionaire. So can consider a multi-millionaire. My dad never say that money is hard to earn. He portrayed in front of, maybe for me, maybe I do not know, in front of my sibling. Yeah, in front of my sibling, whether how what is the mindset of them that seeing my dad. But I saw my dad growing, and I feel that even though from young age, money is easy to earn. So money is easy to earn. So that's why I visualize, or even I visualize that, okay, later on when I grow up, I want this, I want that, and so on. But of course, when you start to grow up, you know that the stages. But until now, even though I will tell my son that, okay, I cannot tell him that, hey, you think money is difficult to earn. When we tell him that this is the thing, money is difficult to earn, at the end of the day, he will feel difficult to earn. So that's why for me, when young, already got this dream that by 21 years old, I want a house. So honestly, by 21 years old, I'm very blessed that my birthday, actually, I went to see my dad. I said, I want a house. So eventually he just wrote a check. That moment, how old? 30 years ago, 29 years ago, he actually gave me a check, and actually I bought my first house. But of course, the installment need to be paid by me. So, but of course, the house that paid by me, that honestly, that moment I thought that it's so easy to earn money and so on. Eventually, I can't even though afford to pay it. I can't afford to pay it and turn back to my dad. Can you help me? Can you really help me? But a lot of things I visualize, and a lot of things I dream to have. Example, I wanted to start a franchise business. In my aim, I wanted to start a franchise business. And of course, if you dream it, you need to execute it. You do not sit down there, okay, it will drop from the sky and actually you will get it. A lot of action need to be done. Yeah, 21 got a house, yes, that moment, but at the end of the day, my dad need to take care. So when young age, you get too many things. At the end of the day, you do not know how you will not know how to pay the installment and so on, because you just say you want a house. So the process, I still need to learn. Okay, nobody teach me and so on. It's just that I want a house, dad, I want a house. Can you give me the money? I want to buy. So he gave me a 10%. That moment, 10%, you can actually buy a house. So 30 years ago, yeah, you can actually buy a house, 10% down payment. And the interest that moment, you know what's the percentage? 30 years ago, is actually 16% per year. Now you just imagine what's the percentage of the bank loan, housing loan. Last time is 16% per year. You can just imagine how expensive is the interest 30 years ago. And now it's like houses, I think it's around 4% or 6%. It's 3 times lesser. Yeah, okay, very, very good. I will continue my story. Yes, you see, when I dream, because when you start to see people doing franchise, wow, that person is actually making directly. When you sell one franchise, you get, say, that example, 50,000, 100,000. But that one, some of them will add renovation and so on, 300,000. Example, Papa Rich, how much is that? But for me, it's an education franchise. Yes, we did the process of, okay, we actually started our BM World, okay, BM World franchise. And how did we start it? Because that moment I was running a tuition center, and we saw a boy was sitting at the back of the class, and he's year 6. He's year 6. When he actually, BM class, everybody was participating. Everybody except this boy, his name is called Rudy. When he came out, I was standing outside of the door and actually looking at him. Then when he came, I said, Rudy, why are you not participating? He actually answered me, teacher, I do not understand at all. He's year 6 and he's studying in one of the private school. Okay, so when he came out and said, teacher, I do not understand at all. So when that moment, I gave him a mini assessment, and he only can write 3 words, 3 BM words. So that moment, I let him to actually join year 1, try to figure out what's the solution and so on. Year 1, year 2, year 3. And he was having fun when I'm seeing him in the class. It's free. We gave him free because we want him to improve. So year 1, year 2, year 3, he was having fun and so on. Actually, his marks for BM that moment is 0. So after a few months when he joined and so on, his UPSR, you know what he scored? He did not score an A, but he scored a C. He scored a C. So that moment we feel that why not we start our BM world? And before they actually come in, they need to do assessment to see which level they are in, where they can go, which class they go, and what is their weakness, what is their strength. So if their grammar is strong, they can actually do vocab classes. So from there, we actually started step by step. So then we actually asked, I actually asked how to do franchise. So we was figuring out, finding information, looking for consultant. Do you know the consultant, how much they charge? When I went to ask that moment, 150,000 to 200,000 RM to just do the whole set of SOP, operation manual, the lawyer agreement, 150, 200. I'm just running a tuition center. I do not have that fund. I do not have that fund to just put it in. So as an entrepreneur, as a business person, as an educator, if you want to get something, what will you do? You will push to the maximum. You will push to the maximum to find solution. And even for you all, if you are thinking to do franchise and so on, you can actually ask me any question. Okay, free, no consultation fee. I think the consultant will kill me for that. Okay, so of course you got certain ways of doing it and to save costs. Actually, to save costs. If you really want to do franchise, I cannot destroy people's rice bowl. So if you want to ask me anything about franchise, you can actually PM me. Okay, you can PM me. I will guide you certain shortcut or certain cost saving. Okay, my whole franchise that actually I invested from the beginning, from the SOP, the modules, and so on until the end. Okay, just to do the lawyer agreement, the SOP, I only invested, honestly, is around less than 20K. It's 10 times lesser. So when you want something, your dream, that you want something, you need to look for alternative. And for me, some people will say that, because I feel that whether is it worth it to pay the 150, and I do not have that amount, that moment, 150,000, and actually I can actually do it and only invested 20,000 to do the franchise. Yes, we started our BM World franchise. 2007, 2005, we start to do the module and so on, because for franchise, they need 3 years audited accounts and so on to have the proof record that people are willing to purchase for your franchise. Because if you do not have a proven track record, they are worried whether you can sustain or not as a franchisor. So we actually, we got our franchisor license in year 2007 for BM World 2007. So when 2007, and we start selling our franchise, BM World. Yes, John, we do have our franchise license till today. So you see, this is the dream that I wanted to do a franchise. I took to achieve my dream is actually 3 years. 3 years. And that moment when you have the franchise license, honestly, you will feel fulfillment because you work towards it. It means that if you want to achieve your dream, not only 10% or 100%, you need to put the effort of 200%. Okay, then after one dream fulfilled, what will appear? Another dream start to appear. So the next one is actually our homeschool. Our homeschool, we started our homeschool, and now all the while from very young age, around 20 plus years old, 30 years old, I wanted an international school. I wanted an international school. So to start up the you see, that's why this is some of the thing that when what you want is actually law of attraction. I believe very, very strongly law of attraction. What do you really, really want? Example, when I want international school, if suddenly I just appear, I don't think I can actually achieve. I don't think I can what? You see, when I watch the law of attraction, your wish is my command. It means that when you just have a negative thought, your wish is my command. So all the while you need to actually think. I'm not saying that you must 100%. Some people will be down. I have anxiety, okay? But what I want, I will work towards it. Everything can settle. Okay, everything can settle. Everything will have solution. Everything you can find a way. But how to find the way? So sometimes, okay, you need to really think, yes, imagine, visualize that what you want. But suddenly something negative come out and appear. Your wish is my command. So always remember, whatever you want, law of attraction, and just imagine the lamp. Okay, the lamp, if you reach what? Oh, I don't think I can get. Your wish is my command. So you just imagine you can't get already because you have a negative thought that about that. If you feel that it's difficult, more obstacle will actually come to your way. So, like example, okay, I'll be answering you question by question later. Okay, so you see, that's why even though, like example, uh, previously, the challenges that I faced when around 20 plus, 30 over years old at time, I wanted, because I was staying with my parents and so on, even though after got married, because the struggle, if you really know my first episode, my married journey, you will actually see the progress when 30 plus is really a struggling journey. And I actually have a book, and I cut out the news. It's considered indirectly a vision board. Do you all know what is vision board? So I actually cut out a house, and it's a corner lot house. It's a corner lot house, and a car, a BMW. Okay, a BM, a luxury car. So I just cut out and actually I put in the book, and I close it. You will never know that after, when I'm trying to clear, you every time hear stories that when they clear, when they open up, it really exists. Honestly, it really exists. Okay, it's really exists that it appear, and everything is the reality from the book. From the book, from my house to the car, everything it become true. So believe on your dream. Write it down. Cut it if you need to. Google and find what you want and put it in the book. On and off, few months later or few years later, open up. But you need to work towards it. You really need to work towards it and never give up. A dream without executing is just a dream. You need to execute. You need to take action. Certain times, maybe you feel that you cannot achieve, but your willpower will go and push you to the maximum. If you are looking at starting a franchise, what is at the back? What is at the back? Or if you want to start a business, what is at the back of you pushing you? What is your pain point? If you want to become a millionaire or a billionaire, why? Ask yourself why you want to become a millionaire. And some of us will say that we want to make a lot of money. Why? Why do you want to make a lot of money? And some of the people will say, I want to retire. Why do you want to retire? You need to ask this question. Why do you want to retire? Because I want to go and travel. I want to go for holiday. Some of them will what? And where do you want to go? Be more specific. And your dream cannot be blurred. It need to be very clear, even though when you are sleeping, you are dreaming about it. How much you really want it. If you are just, okay, today I want to become a example of a very famous footballer. Tomorrow, I want to become a YouTuber. So it means that your dream is not firm enough. So certain times, like example for me, that sometimes the challenges and sometimes people in your life, will guide you by pushing you or hurting you. Example, I will not mention which school. Okay, previously we do send teachers to certain schools to teach BM language. BM language, yes. We do send teachers to teach certain BM language in certain schools. I cannot mention which school. And we was there around, I think, 5 years. 5 years. 5 years, yeah. 5 years. It's around 5 years. And when we go there and we send our teachers there, everything was running smooth. But after 3 years, they took one of our teacher and they told us that that teacher, without we knowing it that they actually took our teacher, and they say that she will be teaching other subjects, not BM subjects. So we say, okay. So after another 2 years, they actually terminated our contract. And we know that teacher developed the BM language and they started to teach in their school. Honestly, that moment I was very, very frustrated and very sad because we feel that betrayed by them. But today, I need to thank them. I really need to thank them. Reason is because if not because they terminated our contract, we will not, even though today, start our international school and grow till now. You just see a person that you don't like, or the person that hurt you, or a person that betray you, turn to be a normal person. Even though last week when I talked about the Melma, I believe that at the back do have a reason. It made me who am I today because of that incident. Just think back. Who hurt you? Who betrayed you? Who made you stronger, that make you who you are today to achieve your dream, your purpose in life? I need you to reflect a little. And please type in the chat room that who is this person, is the person who hurt you but make you who you are today? Are they your noble person that really this way? Maybe you do not listen to a nicer way, but you need to listen to a very, very hurting way or betray way and so on, only make you who you are today, to really wake up and make you who you are today. Okay. So what happened is that the dream, you, as mentioned to you all, dream, execution, action. Dreaming is very easy. Dream is very easy. Executing, action. If your dream is not strong enough, eventually you will forget about it. Like example, I will actually, when at night at time, I will write certain things in my book. Okay, I will give blessing. Like example, I do have my partner, my generals. Every time I will say thank you so much for giving me my general. And even though I visualize my dream to have general, because my dad have many generals in his life, that help him to come out who he is that moment. Okay, so you and another thing is that for me wise that I do have general now is partners, and more generous is actually surrounding me because I'm attracting it. I'm having not only dream but to execute, to get, and to test, to trust these generals that make me who am I today. And they honestly, they are getting stronger. I was having a chat with them today, and they are even faster than me, and they are the expert that what they are doing. Okay, yes, executing is hard actually, yes, but your mindset, is your dream big enough? Like example, if not dream, our phone will not, you will not be using a touch screen because of having a dream to achieve. Yeah. Okay. I understand. No, Arias Shah. We will answer you later. We will answer you later. So, all the question, whatever question, you please type it in. Like example, the challenges that you face. Certain of last year, just talk about last year because when Melma after last year, you just imagine in the month of March, the first MCO, we actually owe a lot of money because of investing in Myanmar, starting our international school in Malaysia, a lot of money. And even though we have high loan interest, when the first MCO start 18 March, we really do not know what to do. We really do not know what to do. So much of debts and so much of debts, the loans, the employee salary. We think back, it's like, okay, March 18. And honestly, when March 18, 19, I can't sleep. We really can't sleep. Where's the money coming from? Will the parents pay us? Will these students, will they stop? All these questions start to pop up. But we believe that hard work pay off. Within 1 week, we settle our online class. We've settled our online class, and we wake up very early to start to talk to the teachers and so on. How are we going to do? What are we going to do? And so on. And we are trying to squeeze the juice from the brain. What strategy that we need to think of? What strategy that we need to think of? How are we going to pay up all these debts? And that moment, we actually owe millions and high debts interest that occur every day, every month. And we thought of 14 strategies, 15 strategies. And really, even though at night I'm dreaming of strategies, dreaming of strategies and so on. But the more you actually think about it, actually it appears. This strategy start, and we immediately, my hubby son immediately try to find solution, what to do next. Where's the advertisement? Can you rush for me this? Can you rush for me that? And so on. And 14 to 15 strategy was out in the month of March, April. And you remember the MCO? 2 weeks. And you remember when school, they do not even allow us to open. And what happened is that when the strategy start to work, and the law of attraction, in the month of August, day and night, I was just sitting down there. My hubby actually received the WhatsApp and so on through the parents, and the parents actually contacting us and so on. And I was just sitting down there and call the parents, this, that, we got online, we got this, we got that, and so on. And in the month of July and August, we pay up our debts. 70%. 70%. That's why for us, my aim, my dream is to settle my debts. Not settle 100%, but pay up the high interest debts. And we did achieve. We work hard day and night. We really work hard. Even though sometimes lunch and dinner, we skip because of we need to achieve. If we do not achieve, this is the challenges. This is the impact of it. And we actually achieve. and it's in a very short period of time, and not because of MCO. Okay, to be honest, of course, MCO3 is a little bit extreme, but not because of last year MCO. We will or cannot settle our debts. So honestly, it's a blessing. That's why every time whatever thing happen in my life, I every time say that it's a blessing in disguise, that we really do not know why starting. When ending that time, then you will know, oh, because of this, it really helped us to achieve and to pay up 70% of our debts. Of course, the bank loan, all that, we don't talk about it. But honestly, we never take our monetarium except the last one that everybody got the monetarium. Even though now recently got monetarium, we didn't take. That's why all this is what you attract, what you really attract. What do you really want in your life? Example. So in your life, you need to ask, what is your dream? What do you really, really, really want to achieve? If you want to become the top, example, insurance agent, if you really want to be the top insurance agent, how much work? Some people will be calling 5 leads. Some people will be thinking of 10. If you want to achieve that high level, what will you do? And find out, Mac design, Mac advertisement, Apple Mac design advertisement is very nice. But why people follow them? Because they are successful. Follow the people or learn from the people that is on top. When they are on top, even though you learn 50%, you will be 50% of them. So find a mentor. I do have my guru that guide me, scold me. If I do not say scold, he will actually talk to me and put down your ego and listen, especially if you want to achieve your dream. Focus. Many of the people want to do multitask or multi-thing. And you just imagine when you are doing this, and even though people that, for example, I'm in this education line, everything is about education, from BM World, from international school, or from special needs. Everything is in education. I'm not saying that put all eggs in one basket. I'm saying that people, how they look at you. Ask your friend, what impression, the first impression that with you? Is it trust? Is it like example, just play? When you want to sell to me A, then next day you sell to me B, I don't think I will buy from you. Because today you sell to me A, then another day you sell to me how many things I need to buy from you. It means that your focus is not there. That's why this is some of the challenges that focus one thing. Maybe if I cannot succeed on that, but how do you know? Certain times you are so close. That you are going to achieve, but you gave up. So find a mentor that who you want to become. If you are in insurance, find a mentor in insurance. They are very willing to help. And especially this generation, they are very, very willing to share. Even though sometimes in my business network, but for our business network, they don't want to do my business and I don't want to do their business. It's because what can we share? What can we work together? What can we give information to allow the whole group benefit? And for me wise, like example, okay, for me wise example, even though like just now, it's not what I think running a business is very different generation from last time. Like example, just now got one parents actually spoke to me. I will not mention the name. His daughter actually finished from one international school. It's a very famous international school. And he said that his daughter got only 2 credit. Do you know that to go up to college to do diploma is actually you need 3 credit and 5 credits to do degree. 5 credits to do degree. And he only got 2 credits. Actually, he's not my parents. She's not my student. So what happened is that, but I know that if I can help her, I can help, because these parents 2.5 years did not have peace of mind on the daughter results. And this daughter want to become a teacher, So when I hear that, I say that you have this alternative. Why not call the college? Why not call the college and say that, because the college needs 3 credit. But I told him that maybe you can resit this subject, because in IGCSE, you need 60 marks to score C. C means credit, 60 marks to score C. But for her, you know what did she score? 59. So we as an adult and so on, we will not want to break her dream. This is her dream, that he want to become a teacher. And teacher need to have passionate. I told the dad that maybe this is the reason that she did not do very well. She will know the challenges of the students in future. I got one teacher previously, she actually scored all A's, all A's. Then she actually teach my students. I expect them to do like me because I will do my work. But generation is different. Already. So sometimes students, they need to feel to grow up to be stronger. I do have another student previously, UPSR, he only scored, I think, 4A, 1B. Yeah, something like that, or 3A, 2B. But in PMR and SPM, all A's. One of the brightest students ever. You see, certain reasons when you feel, you can actually come up stronger to achieve your dream stronger. So if you got any question that you want to ask, please type in the chat room, then I will answer you. Okay, we will scroll down, scroll up. Yes. Thank you for coming in. Yes, 21 years old that for Arisa, yeah, 21 got a house. Yes. You just imagine, if you are 21, you got a house, you expect, example, your children when young age also got a house. That's why sometimes why rich become richer? It's because their mindset. They actually pass whatever things. Money. Yesterday only I saw one video on Facebook. If we make money as an enemy, like example, in my purse, my money is actually arranged very nicely. And when the money come to me, thank you very much for coming back home. So this is some of the thing that I will be telling, because we need to thank them. It's not that money is wonders, but money, it helps us to like example, people will say that you want to die rich or die poor. Example. Okay. So John, you actually asked, did you manage to build your franchise business? Yes, we did. Now it's already 14 years. Yeah, 16% if you are taking 6 years loan, while you are paying 2 houses for one. Yes, correct. But that time, the housing, because that time is still very young, so I took 35 years. At the end of the day, halfway, we actually sold off. It's really very high percentage. 30 years ago, you can actually Google, find information. Last 30 years ago, the interest is really high, and you are all are very blessed if you are buying houses and so on. The interest is really, really very low. No time is the right time, huh? Houses, honestly, I'm seeing a lot. I'm because sometimes I will follow option houses, then what houses and so on. I'm seeing, and the houses really drop a lot. I think because of pandemic, MCO, no time is the right time. Every time is the right time to buy. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Yao. How can you find capital to do so many business bank loan, but bank need collateral, right? Maybe you can tell. Okay. Just to let you know, when I was running a tuition center, I do not believe in bank loan. I really do not believe in bank loan until my hubby let me know. To run business, you need people's money to run your business. Then only is considered profit or making money. You need other people money. Like example, you need a bank loan. If you got 300,000, 500,000, you take this money to invest. Of course, you need to calculate your risk. Calculated risk. Do not just invest. Especially you all, if you are a younger generation, I highly recommend start from small. Because I really see a lot of younger generation invested in cafes, 500,000. I'm not saying that it's not good, but you really need to. Renovation, you cannot take away. Renovation, you cannot shift. You cannot shift. Because even though now, our international school, we are going to shift. We hope that everything runs well. And next year, everything runs well and so on. That we will be shifting to a bigger building. We will be shifting to a bigger building. And current location, we can't even though shift the reno. And we invested quite a lot of money. And renovation, if can, try to minimize, but make it as a different creative side to make it comfortable and a very comfortable ambient. So, and how can you find capital to do so many business? Bank loans. Okay, but banks need collateral. Yes, banks do need collateral. Of course, if you need bank help, bank definitely will want something from you all. Actually, we take our house as collateral and so on. So definitely. But of course, you also need to build a relationship with your bankers. Communicate with them. They will actually help you. And bankers will, like example, if you, like example, your accounts is not so nice and so on, you tell them the reason, they will actually write a report. No? They will actually write a report and send submit into their managers and so on, and to rectify it. To rectify it. Why like that? Why, example, 2 years ago we wanted to get a bank loan, and they actually asked us, why suddenly your sales drop? What's the reason? Why money out? So all this, when they rectify it, and they will actually see all this. If you want to get a bank loan, build relationship with your bankers. Build your relationship, because many of you all, I think you all are very young. Please build relationship now. Build relationship now. And friendship, relationship with bankers, with the people that you feel that, but do not every time mix friend out. You got intention. People will feel it, especially this generation. People will feel sincerity. Be a giver. Be a giver. Then, even though, like example, thank you very much, stay safe. You are different from other people. Even though I speak to parents, my sincerity is stay safe. I don't want any of my parents or any of my potential parents, anything happen to them. So this is some sincerity. And always remember, when your dream that you want to achieve and so on, do not go to that person because you got intention. People will know. The sincerity of helping people, the sincerity of wanting to help, wanting to give, then it will be having very long or relationship to collaborate, to work together. Actually, Mr. Yao is a very good friend that really go all the way out. When I actually call him, he actually really explained the whole thing. And his sincerity, you can actually communicate with him. His sincerity to help, he actually really explained to me. And I whenever see this type of person that really are willing to go to the extra mile to help out. So Mr. Yao, a very good friend. He's actually in Penang. Okay. So, and is it possible, Angel, for a teenager of 24 to 20? Angel, very good question. When I was 17 years old, Form 4 time, that time Form 4, I really thought of running a cleaning services business. And you just imagine 33 years ago, 32 years ago, my first business is 18 years old. After I graduate SPM, I told my dad, I'm not going to depend on you. I'm not going to depend, but I went there. After that, 2 years later, I go and ask money to buy a house. I told myself at that young age, I said, I'm not going to depend on you. I want to start. So he gave me a very small amount of money, okay, because my dad, when 17 years old, already gave me a car. And I only drive forwards, backwards. So when 18 years old, yes, I started my business and it grew. 2 years and so on, and from one employee cleaner to actually to become a eight employee cleaner. So then after that, I sold my business and I actually started my studies. Yes, you can. You can. And I think to run a business, you need a guide on the ethic. I think guide on the ethic. Do not rush in everything. Learn through. If you need to have a mentor, find a mentor that run many years business is successful. That is successful. Yes, I answer you. It's possible for teenager of 25 to 25 adults to build a business. Yes, definitely can. And start. The younger you start, the more, even though whatever challenges that you face, you have that energy. You have that energy to grow. And honestly, in Malaysia, a lot of government grant, a lot of government loans, and so on. Please go and try to be aware of the surrounding, what is happening, mix with the business people. I can tell you certain things that, example, for us as an international school, we do get grant from Cipenjana. And just to let you know, SME Corp previously sponsored me in 2014 to Cranfield, UK. That sponsors 70% loan. Many people tend to say, oh, government is not helping and so on. But did you actually find a way to actually go through or find more information? Government is doing their work, but whether we can have, we are networking the right group of people to find more information. And this one is all interview, really interview the three of one dato, very long table. When I went in, it's like, oh, very long table is SM called long table. No. So it's like I need to walk around one big round and sit down there and they interview me. Say, why do I need to send you to do training? Because this cost of training is 40,000. It's 40,000 Cranfield plus accommodation plus food. So honestly, I'm very blessed because before that 1 year is actually Harvard, but then they changed it, Harvard, and that moment my year is Cranfield and Berkeley. Yes, is top. And we went to see Williams Formula One. I think Formula One. Williams. We went to see the place and so on in UK, and it's all sponsored 70%. Huh? So yes, please start your business right now. Do not wait. Nothing is perfect. Richard Branson say one thing. Huh? If you do not know, do it first. Say yes, you can, and you learn through it. Nothing is perfect. Some of them will do it perfectly. When you start, it's already late. Huh? Okay? Okay. May I? Okay. Hi, Arisha. Thanks for coming. May I ask what is the expected saving of a teenager to be counted as successful? I think I need to ask you back. How much do you think that is enough? How much do you think that is enough? Example, many people will say that the menu, right? You see on the left or right? You need to ask back yourself. You see on the left or right? You see the price, only you choose the food, or you choose the food, you don't bother about the price. So you need to ask back yourself, what is your lifestyle? What is your expected from you? What type of car do you want to drive? So you need to ask, because everybody expectation is different. Like for me, it's not how much I need to earn or how much I need to make profit. It's the fulfillment when I achieved the franchise and I got the franchise license. It's the achievement of getting an international school license and running an international school. It's the achievement that, example, my son is actually doing what he likes and he's healthy. And it's all this achievement. It's not how much money that we can buy. But money, of course, is important now because you want to have certain things. You want to eat good food. You want to drive nice car and so on. So nice car is not to show off for me. Nice car for me is for safety. Just to let you know, because for me last time, it's just the mindset of I drive A to B, the destination is good enough. That moment we drive a Kambara, that running a tuition center, I feel that is as long A to B destination achieved, reach, can already. You know what happened? At Kesas Highway, when we are going down, the car directly bang and we hit the divider and we flipped 2 rounds. Lucky my son was not there. he was only, I think, 5 years old. If he's there, he died already, too flip. And I'm very blessed. A cut on my elbow, and my late husband was just hurt here a little. Oh no, his one is just here, this part, just this part. Me here a little and here. It's a blessing, is disguise. And after that, immediately we go to change car. And the next thing that when we want to see the car, how many airbags do you have? The next question, no, how many airbags do you have? And for us, it's more on A to B, but now it's not A to B destination. It's more for the safety of us and our children, or and my Zeus that moment. So, no, Arya, what is your expectation? So, is what it make you happy? That one is important. Okay, if a teenager at the age of 20 earning a salary of 10K per month, what are your thoughts or suggestions for him? Wow, 22 years old earning 10K. My student's actually currently around 24. He's earning 6K. My alumni. Huh? Okay, first thing is that I'm not asking you to save 100%. Okay, if you are staying with your parents, it's good, but please give your mom and dad some money. Okay, so I think this is some of the basic that we need to respect, and we need to have that culture, because your parents really from young gave you what is necessary, gave you education, gave you everything what is necessary, and so on. Please kindly give them some money. And it's not how much you give, even though you give them 100 or 200 ringgit and so on, is how much from your heart. Like my son, actually, I'm so blessed that he actually, I'm not asking that he buy things for me, but he actually, I think, because my phone crack and so on, sometimes as a mom, we are trying to, okay, never mind, it's okay, never mind, no need to buy for me and so on, save your money. So, but at the end of the day, when they buy something and every time talk about it, and you need to change your handphone, and so on. But that little gift, it means that for me, in his heart, it's so big portion. So this is some of the blessing that the dad or the mom, that this is the fulfillment that for me, that I feel that, wow, I'm never say that I'm a good mom, but I did something good that have this son. So you just imagine, just only I thought about it, because full thing, when by 50 years old, what do you need in your life? What are your thoughts? First thing, okay, no time. Now is the best time if possible. Try to look at the option properties. Because option properties is 10, 20, 30%, 40% below market price. But find the right one, do your homework. This is one. Okay, that one is, now is the best time to buy properties if you have cash. And your 10K can get loans. And just imagine that house is 400,000. The market value, option is 400,000. Market value is 600,000. Market value means the bank value. The bank value. You are actually indirectly already make a profit if you sell. So I think this is one of the things. And try to do investment. Like example, you can actually buy share, but please do your research. Okay, don't say, okay, teacher Mary asked me to buy shares, at the end of the day drop. No, do your research. Okay, and your saving, of course, you need to be very fair to yourself. Save up if you want to go for holidays and so on. So, and your 10K, honestly, if you really know how to do planning and so on, by 28 years old, you will be a multi-millionaire. Okay, so do what is necessary. 22 years old, do not regret, because I regret by not doing or investing whatever is necessary when I'm that age. Okay, so please do what is necessary on share if you want to. Okay, properties. Many people are having fear to buy properties and so on. Properties sometimes indirectly is helping you to save up the money also. Okay, if can, for me, my opinion is to buy landed properties. Too many apartments. Okay, I think the developer will kill me for that. How to, okay. How to turn a mess into a message. Okay. No, Arisha, I'm actually preparing for a professional paper, but it's really hard to take the initiative to study, especially after a hectic work day. Honestly, now you work hard, later on you will thank yourself because you took the first step. Do the hardest thing first, then only do the easier thing. Example, after a hectic day, work day, definitely I understand it's not an easy thing because you are very tired. You are what? You are very tired, or even though you sometimes you are very sleepy, you are forcing yourself to actually work hard. Get up early morning. Get up early morning at 5 o'clock because that moment is very fresh, but need to practice or really or really develop your habit. To develop your habit is 21 days. If you really read the Power of Focus book changed my life. You can please read through the Power of Focus, change your habit. Get up early and start studying because sometimes if you are not a night person, you will be very tired. So you need to ask back yourself, are you a morning person or a night person? So for your side, but work hard right now is because you are doing your professional paper. Everything is worth it after you complete your paper. Okay. May I know what's the name of the international school? Our international school name is actually Pine Hills International School. Can you define more about law of attraction? Okay. I want you to imagine when you are young at time, you wanted a bicycle, right? Whatever you want. Do you notice that you got it? How do you get it? You grumble to your mom, you grumble to your dad, mommy, daddy, can you buy for me this? Then after 1 week, mommy, daddy, can you buy for me this? Mommy, daddy, can you buy for me this? So indirectly, you are law of attraction. But as a child, did you give up? I don't think so, right? You did not give up. They saw you got it. So the same thing as adulthood. The issue is as adulthood, when we start to grow up, we feel shy to ask. Even though whatever universe or God that you believe in, ask what you want and you will get it. But how long? Time. How much effort that you put in? What's your dream that you aim for? What action do you take? Did you take enough execution? So you need to ask back yourself. So law of attraction, just imagine if you ask, you get. But how often you ask? Or you actually change your plan by saying, I want bicycle, now I want a car. So it's like 50%. Do you think that you will get a car or bicycle? Because 50-50, you will not get both. If you really want it, put it into action and work towards it. I agree that meeting a good mentor is very, yes, or so-called 贵人, yes. 贵人 is actually a noble person, noble person that really have. But noble person sometimes in front of you, yes, you see is noble person. But like example, as mentioned earlier, the person who betrayed me, that moment is a betrayer. But now that person is a noble person to me. Actually, to be honest, right, I want to send a hamper to them, no, and say thank you very much by terminating my contract and take my teachers away. Honestly, because from a betrayer now become my noble person. And because of them, I started my homeschool and to international school. So it's really, for me, it's a blessing really right now. It's how you see it. Change the energy. Okay, Mr. Yao are willing to share. I think can Mr. Yao, next week I do interview you, can? I will talk to you later. Okay. Any other question? What's the total credit available on? Can I double check on the banks or on the credit hours? So, Ariasha, maybe you can actually clarify. Yes, correct, Johadi. Sometimes failure will motivate success. Yes, very true. What is the expected capital needed to run a business? Okay. Just to let you know, the first business that I did when I was 18 years old, I don't have any capital, much capital. I only got 1,000. My dad gave 1 or 2,000. I can't recall. I got a car because my dad gave me the car. So I bought broom, brought tong, and I got one employee salary. That moment is only 380. 32 years ago, 380. She's a cleaner, and I was a cleaner also. So honestly, when the first cleaning house, I'm in the toilet, I was crying. I say, what am I into? Because at home, I do not need to do any household work. I only need to study. Because you remember my mom said that I'm lazy. That's why household work, no, I don't do, because my mom said that I'm lazy, right? So I study and so on. But at the first one is a cleaning service. So I was in the washroom. I was in the toilet. I was crying. What am I into, and so on. Because that moment, right, is 50 ringgit for one house. So 50 ringgit that moment is very, very good price. But I think nowadays it's close to the same. After 30 years, the price is still the same. So you can just imagine. And honestly, I only spent 100 ringgit, 50 ringgit to buy brooms, to buy vacuum machine, to buy what. You see, you do not need a lot of capital to run a business. You do not need. Like, even though before I started my tuition center, I actually started my business at home. But of course, it's illegal to do tuition classes at home, except small group of people, less than 5 people. That moment where I started my tuition classes at home, I got, not at one time, I only worked 3.5 days. And my classes, I only worked 3.5 days. I got 80 students. I'm really blessed now. But before all the business, it's not suitable for me. And God really amazing. When I do the cleaning services, I face one. I will tell you the story of one very big challenges. Is I got kicked me down to the cliff and drop, and I climb up again and do another business, and I climb up again, and I will tell you the transition of it. And when I was in education, I tell you all the blessing is lining up for me. So you need to find the right business, or you need to find your right pathway. Maybe certain times you fall, you get up, because it's not your pathway. God will really kick me down to the cliff, and I need to climb. Okay, another business. So it's not a beauty way, because God got a way, or universe, or anything that you believe in do have his way, but you need to move. You cannot just sit down there, please give me, like the story, helicopter come over and try to save, but we don't go up. Everything you need to do and try. And certain things you need to take risks, calculated risks. Yes, failure will motivate. Expected capital can be any amount, especially this generation. This is the best generation. YouTube, FB, yes, but FB algorithm change, so you need to be careful with that. So you need to test. And even though, like Marcus, I went to Marcus' class, free. No, I'm not saying that his class, yes, first few is some certain, but it's very reasonable. Like doing live, I'm doing live right now, and I do have followers. An example, I say that I want to sell something. Will you buy from me? Maybe yes, maybe no. But at least you try. Do you need money to do it? Not necessary. So you see, many people is actually selling on Facebook. I buy food from them, like chicken chop, all that. Do they need to spend money? They are not spending any single cent money, because they are only promoting through friends. And your food is nice, the friends will actually promote. And zero cost marketing, provided your product. I think better do your business before marriage. I think it is important. Okay. Not really. It depends. For me, it depends. Maybe I think I'm a very positive person. Whatever I do, right? Many people say that you also need to think of the negative side. If you are thinking of the negative side, why are you going to run a business? Don't run a business. Of course, as a business person, as an entrepreneur, we need to think the beauty side. How are we going to do? What are we going to do? How successful we are? Example, as law of attraction. If you are talking about maybe this one not what. Of course, you need to ask back your question. If fail, what happened? Can you take the consequences? If, example, your house, you cannot afford to pay, what is the consequences? The worst, it will be optioned by the bank, but you will still come up again. Do you know that when I run business and so on, that moment that I never depend on my dad and so on, do you know that my car was stolen 2 times? 2 times. So, but the main thing is that you can't even afford, but what did you lose? Nothing. You only lose that car, and maybe you can think back that, okay, to make back the money and to buy a better car, or maybe to take back the car and so on. What will you lose? So for me wise, sometimes when you get married, because of the commitment, you will actually work harder because you want to give more comfortable life to your wife, more comfortable life to your children. A lot of married men or women, they work harder is because they want to give the best life to their family. And some of the singles is like, I do not have commitment now. Mine is okay. So what I see, but I really do not know. So the singles, you need to find a pain point, or you want to give your family, your father, your mother, a comfortable life, or bring them for a holiday, buy the best thing for them, give them the best food. Why not? So not necessary to be married, only run a business. Okay. I share this video. Okay, I don't see any video. Okay. Okay. Please give some suggestions for 30 plus age people teacher. Okay. Actually, 30 plus is still very young. Some of you all will ask, I want to be like you. Example, like me, I do not know. Maybe some of you all say that example, got an international school, got franchise. I want to be like Teacher Mary. But I want to be like you. You know why? Because you got is time. Time cannot buy back. You just imagine, say that you are 35. You got 15 years to be like me or better than me. You got is time. If I can turn back 35 years old, I will tell you, I will speed up 100 times. Because when you are young, you got the energy. When you are young, you do not have much commitment. When you climb up to this level, we cannot fall. We cannot afford to fall because the age, this is one, and the energy. So please, you all young generation, go for it. Find the right, if you need the partners, if you need bank loans, sit down to talk to people. And most of the people, find people that is positive. Always remember that, because your family, normally when you talk, I want to start this business, they will say that no, because they love you so much. They want to protect you. Find somebody that in business world that is positive mindset and talk to them. Many people who cannot start the business because they talk to the wrong person. Especially families, don't start because I love you very much. Of course, they will not tell you love you. Don't start because they scared that you feel hurt. They scared that they try to protect you. Thank you very much. Yes, it's IGCSE. How can I find good business idea? Okay, normally I will ask myself on this. Okay, like example, because we will be shifting to the bigger building. So currently our international school we renovated quite nice. I do not say fantastic, but it's quite nice. We are thinking what other business that we can do. So sometimes you need to squeeze. If you got any ideas, we got what can we do? What other business because we renovated. I feel that personally, I don't want to waste it. After renovated, if you are going to give back the owner, you need to hack the flow, you need to hack this, you need to hack that. What other business can do? That's why I'm trying to squeeze my brain, the idea. But I believe that what I think, it will appear, but when only the right time will appear the idea. So Majado, how can I find a good business idea? Talk to friends, go and network, go out and see the world. Sometimes, even though if now you can actually travel out, go and see certain ideas you can actually bring in to Malaysia or to other countries and so on. And you can see, like example, the advanced country, you go to countries that, like example, certain countries, you can bring the modern things to that countries to sell. That is the idea. Like in Malaysia, previously, I'm talking about the bubble tea. Actually, bubble tea, before that, I think 10 over years, I ran a cafe, and I actually sell bubble tea. I also got bubble tea. But do you know that they rebrand the whole thing? And after 5 years, after 10 years, they rebrand the whole thing, and it went a hit again. So how can you rebrand the whole thing and sell? And a lot of ideas, like a lot of ideas that like in Malaysia, right? You got laksa. They actually make it as a story, selling as a story laksa. You got chendol, selling a story at chendol, and it's a hit, and it's franchise. So a lot of business, you can actually re-see the olden days. What can you do? What can you do and bring it to the modern world and brand it? Brand it. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. How can I find good business idea? How to make money online? Okay. Okay. I think you asked the wrong person. I'm the older generation. So you need to work together with the younger generation. And I tell you, the younger generation, 20 plus years old, they really have a lot of ideas, online business and so on. And you just imagine the Grab, Grab, the so many like Facebook. All that is the younger generation that is developed. So I'm the older generation, even though until now I'm still running an international school. Although international school, we got online classes. Okay, we are actually transiting. Older generation also need to transit, or not, I will be extinct by then. Huh? Or like example, you can't see me because I'm not on this StreamYard or Facebook and so on, because of the younger generation. Learn from them, but learn also from the older generation, because they are wiser, but not so much on the computer or online items, but they are wiser to really tell you and learn from them. When they share, listen, ask question, because the wisdom that they learn through the whole section, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, or whatever years, you will learn a lot. That's why I sit down with my grandma. I will ask the older generation, how is it like? Example, how is it like? Like my grandpa, right? In the olden days, because in Malaysia, World War II, and he's an army, he's a military, and that generation is the communism, the politics, and so on. So the British was finding him. You know what he do? You know what he do? He actually finding him. He actually went into the mud. You know what is mud? The mud. He went into the mud. That this is my grandma told me. He already passed away long time ago. I had never seen him before. He said he went in the mud and take a bamboo straw. He actually went in, and the police take the gun out, the military, or don't know the what, take a gun and shoot. You know why he go to the mud? Because the mud is cold. When the bullet enter to the mud will slow down and cold, because the bullet will be hot. The speed, that's why it's the speed. So because of the friction, when it actually went down to the mud, it will slow down the bullet, and the strength, or the strength, it will be lighter. So he actually in the mud for hours till the whoever leave. You just imagine, this is the olden days that I learned when I talk to them. My grandpa, I never talked to before. I talked to my father for hours to know about his life. How did he come up? Why like that? And so on. So all these things that I learned from the older generation, that nobody can let me know, or even though the books is not stated there. So please talk to your grandma, your grandpa, and listen to their story, right or wrong, and ask a lot of questions, because if anything happened to them, you will never know the story. Talk about the World War I, not yet. My grandpa is actually World War II. What happened to this? What happened to that? And you will learn a lot. Their wisdom that they share, and so on. And how did they struggle? Then you will really appreciate your life. Okay. So this is the dream that I actually achieved, and I got bigger dream next year. I will update you if after finalize my dream for next year, then I will tell you what is my next step for next year. Because it's MCO. Okay, always remember one thing. Do not slow down. MCO 1, MCO 2, MCO 3. Never slow down. Now is the time for you to push to the maximum. Gain your knowledge as much as possible. Go for all the training if you got time and go to the maximum. When everything open, if you do not take action today, you will be slower than many people. Because after everything is settled in few months' time or in the next year, everybody will not walk, but everybody will be running. Now, do not walk. Now you run. We are running. Our whole family is running. Our whole company is running. You really need to run. And a lot of ideas that come in. Mr. Yao also is working together with me to generate another income. You see, Mr. Yao also never stopped. And honestly, Mr. Yao also got a few projects in his hand because of he believed that now he need to work harder compared to even though last time before MCO. Now is the best time for you to move. If now you are saying 5 customers and that person reject you, no problem. See another 5. See another 5 and build relationship. Build relationship with them. If you are in MLM line or whatever line, build relationship with your customer because you are the only person are willing to listen, or you are the person are willing, even though, like example, we are thinking in our school, the example, we are buying certain things because nowadays got so much of stress. We are thinking to actually purchase this for our students. Although this is some is actually for autism children and so on, because so many of them are so stressful, and so on. Even though like this rubber, we are thinking to actually send over to parents. You see, sometimes when you are very stressed, you tend to pull, and so on. So this is some of the things that you need to be different from other people. You need to think of outside of the world, not outside of the box. You need to give what is necessary. Be a giver, and people will really appreciate you. After that, whether they don't know how to appreciate you, no problem. Move on. Find another person that know how to appreciate you. Think of out of the box. How can you let this person to remember you? Whatever line that you are in. Okay? Okay. So thank you so much for being with me for 1 hour plus. It's like a grandma talking. So thank you so much for staying tuned with me. And please like and share to your friends if you feel that this one can help your friend. And always remember, whatever, even though for me, life and so on, I'm thinking what value that we really can give to you all. If you really got any topic, please put it in. I will talk about that topic. Please put it in whatever topic that you want to listen or you want me to share. So please put it in the chat box. And thank you so much. Really need to take care of yourself. Stay safe. Wear mask. Sanitize. And please take care. Very important. Be your own hero. And go towards your dream. Go towards your dream. Take action, execution. Take care, stay safe. Be your own hero.